Hello and welcome. I'm Chanel Childs with ChanelChilds.net. And of course, we meet here every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today is the power of mindset in your home-based business. You see, in many ways, a lot of times we may get caught up in what's happening right now that we can't see what's going to be happening in the future, right? So in many cases, especially in the home-based business industry, we may get caught up in what's happening today. Or maybe if we're not in the home-based business industry, we may get caught up in our today. And so therefore we don't look for, what we're going to do tomorrow, meaning that we're not necessarily planning for the future. But one of the things that I wanted to encourage you to do today is to begin to recognize and ask yourself this question: where will I be 5 years from now? Right? Start to think about where will you be, right? Because when you start to think about where you're going to be, that can actually hold you to a higher standard on following through on the actions that you take today, right? Because if you get so caught up in today that you can't see where you're going in your business, what most people will do, and this is my own opinion, is that I believe that most people will quit, right? Most people will stop, working because if we're only looking at today, we may not have immediate results today. And if you don't have immediate results today and you're only looking at that, you don't really have anything to pull you through. But when you set a goal and you start to say, you know what, where will I be in 5 years? And you start to look at and have a vision for where you're going, then you can put yourself in a position where when you want to quit or when things don't look so bright today, you can remember where you'll be. You can remember where you're going, right? Mindset is everything. When we get caught up in what's happening today, we forget about where we're going to be going tomorrow, right? And now it's important to recognize the present moment, but it's also important to recognize the power of really looking at where we're going and where we're going to be. Because when Jim Rohn said something along the lines of, when you have strong goals, they pull you through. Meaning that when you and I have goals, places that we want to go within the next 5 years or even in the next year, it pulls us through versus when we don't have anything set or anything planned out. So what I want to encourage you today to do is to recognize, ask yourself, where will I be 5 years from now, right? And get a vision for it. Get it to a place where, figure out what it is that you really want and where you really want to be at in 5 years from now. So that way on the days when you start to look at where you don't necessarily have your immediate results or you're not necessarily where you want to be or things aren't necessarily going your way, you can hold true to that vision and say, you know what, it's not about where I'm at now, it's about where I'm going, right? We're going to shift our focus from what's happening today to where we're going, and we have a vision for the future, and that's what pulls us through. That's what keeps us in the game, right? Mindset is everything. Now, I hope that this encourages you to move forward in the way of your dreams. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, we meet here every Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, so we'll see you back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.